Well, hey there, it's Jen.
And Elke, welcome back to the Jen and Elke show. We love talking about Zazzle on this show because it is the way that we've made our online business work for us as e-commerce, experts and business owners. And Zazzle is that platform. We like that over Etsy or Amazon or Shopify, and we're here to convince you as well. And one of the ways we can convince you is to keep helping you understand what you could sell on the platform, which in this case is again our product of the week segment. And we're going to talk about Thanksgiving invitations. And yeah, we're going to give you some tips and insider information on what you can do. I mean, maybe some of it's not insider, but it's insider to us. And we're just going to give you this opportunity to think about it and see if this is something you want to do for your Zazzle store to increase your inventory.
And the reason why we're talking about Thanksgiving invitations is because at the time of this recording, and probably when you're watching it, is probably in the summertime. And you have to think about what products you want to have in your store for the next couple of months. This is what we teach our clients, is that you can't just post something for sale today and expect it to sell tomorrow. Sometimes that does happen, and sometimes that's really lucky. But a lot of the time you have to plan and prepare and have the inventory in your store so that it can get curated within the Zazzle marketplace and it can become part of the search engine and all of that stuff. And plus, people buy stuff way before the event even happens. And I like to tell the funny stories where I created a whole bunch of Christmas invitations and Christmas holiday cards right before Christmas, literally 2 days before December 24th. And I was very upset that I didn't sell anything. And I just didn't click. This was at the beginning of my Zazzle career. I was very naive, but it didn't click that, people had to have time to buy the stuff, have it shipped to their house, then have them be able to handwrite the invitations or the cards and then send them out to their family members and friends. And that takes a couple of weeks, right? So that journey takes a long time. And plus, people like to prepare. It's not last minute type things, especially for these big occasions like Thanksgiving and like Christmas. And so this is why we're talking to you about Thanksgiving right now during this time. And Thanksgiving is something that people sometimes overlook on the Zazzle marketplace, but it is also a very lucrative thing, especially because Thanksgiving is celebrated not only with Canada, because we're Canadian, so we actually celebrate Thanksgiving earlier than Americans. We celebrate it in October, and Americans celebrate it in November. So if you wanted to even capitalize on the Canadian market, then you have to think about having your invitations in your store even before the American date of Thanksgiving, right?
And funny enough, like we as Canadians, we invite our families. That's it. And it's like you're showing up for dinner, turkey. Yeah, good. Let's go. If you want to get a reminder of the date, I'll send you a text message. But yeah, in the States, they go crazy. They're having so much fun. They go all out, and actually, it's starting to come into Canada as well in terms of Matt, you go out and you buy a whole new set of dinnerware, and you get all these little trinkets that are turkeys and pumpkins and whatever else, and it's a thing. And so because of that, invitations to go to have a Thanksgiving dinner, even if it's with your family, actually starts to become a formal thing, which means that this is why that we're showcasing this today. It is actually quite lucrative. And as Jen said, don't overlook it. And let's just have a look at some of these invitations that are out there. Plus, it's so much fun. Finally, you're not just sort of doing a generic invitation. You get to have fun with all the themes that are associated with that, whether it's fall or pumpkins or turkeys, and some people are very elegant with their invitations, and others are very like it's almost like ugly sweater type thing where you've got that's the thing for Christmas. But if you don't know that, we'll get into that later. But like they make fun of the turkey. They it's just there's friendsgiving. There's I don't know. There's so many different ways to celebrate Thanksgiving.
I know.
Uh, we're going to look at some of those like gobble gobble and what else? Just like that's why there's even like all the times that we've done a product of the week, never has there been a keyword of funny up there, but now there is, right? There's a whole section of fun, as well as friendsgiving, as I said earlier, and even humor. So it's funny humor. So the fact that those are there makes you realize this is more than just a fancy formal dinner. There,
Mm-hmm.
it's become like a fun way to party, almost like St. Patrick's Day or Valentine's Day, where it's not just for the couple, it's also for everybody else who wants
Yeah.
to celebrate that day in whatever format that is. That's not the traditional way. So it's a ton of fun, and a lot of people put the money into invitations.
Yeah. Like Elke said, there's so many different opportunities for you to be elegant, to be modern, to be funny, and be, like rustic, all the things. So Thanksgiving is an open-ended opportunity for you to explore your creative abilities and just go with it and have fun. And yeah, you can go in and search here. I've just put in Thanksgiving invitations. There's also Thanksgiving cards as well. So if you wanted to give thanks to people, these are like thankful and grateful. So this is something different. We're talking about the Thanksgiving invitations for dinner, but you can also explore the opportunity for the card option as well. And not only is there the 5x7 just basic invitation here, I'm hoping that if I click this, it'll come up here. There is this little preview here, but there's somebody, yes, thank you. There's the gold, like the rose gold foil and the gold foil and the silver foil opportunities as well. So Zazzle has the product type where you can print gold foil and silver foil. And so you can also make really elegant cards, not only just the 5x7 plain white card, but have the opportunity to do the foil as well.
Yes.
And
We've already, the one thing that's difficult on the Zazzle platform is to see what that card looks like, because they just can't seem to get a good photograph of it, but it does look really good. We've ordered some of them and they're lovely, and it's raised. It is high quality gold foil, so that's for sure.
yeah,
Okay.
yes. So go and have fun. There's a whole bunch of opportunities. We've got the foliage, we've got greenery, there's pumpkin related ones, there's the turkey related ones, and we've got modern related stuff. So there's so many opportunities for you to play around with not only the wording like Friendsgiving and Thanksgiving and all the things, thankful, gobble gobble, all that stuff. It's just a whole world of opportunities for you to explore for Thanksgiving. And the reason why we're talking about this product today, and the reason why it's an important product and a great product for designers, is because not everybody always thinks about it. Sometimes we're a little bit wary to give advice to our clients about doing and putting in a lot of effort and work for some of the events, like, for example, Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day, because it's a one-off, one-day event. And not all the time are you able to, especially for Valentine's Day, because you just sell sort of one or two cards, because it's for the person, one person sending a Valentine to the other person. But Thanksgiving is a huge opportunity for you because people, as Elke mentioned, in the United States, they go all out and they end up, or inviting 10 to 15 to maybe even 30 people to their houses to celebrate Thanksgiving. And there are so many people who celebrate Thanksgiving. It's a widely known thing, right? It's not a certain celebration. Not everybody celebrates. Some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving, obviously, but the vast majority of people in the United States and in Canada celebrate Thanksgiving because it's part of our heritage and part of our story, right? And
Yeah, irrespective of the origins of it, but
well, no, yeah, I know. Of
people have
course.
turned it into something more positive, and yeah, it. But the other thing that's cool is in the States, and obviously people watching this who are in the States go like, well, duh, Elke, we already know this, but Thanksgiving is always the beginning of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, so, and the football season, and then as soon as you finish Thanksgiving, you start decorating for Christmas. So it's this huge family gathering, whether you're doing it for the turkey dinner, or if you're doing it for the football, or you're doing it for this and that. And so it is a thing, and that's why we're recommending it. And I guess Jen was getting at that point, but usually, as she mentioned, it's not always a good thing to keep chasing the seasons because there's not a lot of volume. So you have to have a lot of people buying the one or two pieces. Whereas here in Thanksgiving, it's actually not even just cards. You could actually go into some of the other home decor items once you've designed your cards, because you've got the graphics and you can move into that direction. And so it's definitely a more like higher on the list of seasonal that I would attempt after you get your evergreen products locked in. Okay. And that's it for today. And so, okay, so now we're just going to give our freebies away and get people to subscribe. You want to do that today? I'm
Sure.
always the one that does that.
Well, we would love for you to subscribe. We would love for you to comment and say if you have made any Thanksgiving products, or if you're thinking of now making some products for Thanksgiving because we have now told you to do so and inspired you with a new product type that maybe you haven't really thought about putting into your inventory in your Zazzle store. And if you would like some help and want some more guidance on how you can get along in your journey on Zazzle, we have a free guide for you. It's available in the description of this video. We would love to have you in our community. Make sure that you grab that. It's going to be very helpful for you to, getting you on along your journey towards success on Zazzle. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.